Hey everybody, what's going on? So it's Sunday night at about 9 p.m. and some of you may have heard I'm going to try and engage in the yoga detox from the yoga journal. So I thought it would be beneficial if I shared with you guys what's going on because the preparation definitely took quite a bit of time. So first thing we have here is we have a potassium broth, and that's meant to be drank 3 times a day in between meals. What it consists of is about 5 to 10 potatoes, and I peeled the skins and I put a little extra of the actual potato peelings in there. Also, there's about 10 to 12 carrots, same deal. Peel the outsides, add a little bit of the insides. I plan on taking 2 of those 12 carrots, juicing them in my blender, and then adding them for a little bit extra flavor, a little bit of extra fiber, and some nutrition. I burn a lot of calories. I have a really busy schedule, so for me, I'm going to try to tailor this detox to my needs. In addition to the potatoes and the carrots, we also have some Swiss chard, a bunch of celery, and it's calling for me to add purified water over the top of it in an effort to save some money and some time and to not use as much plastic. I'm going to use my Brita filter as my purified water. So I'm going to go ahead and pour the purified water over the top just until I see it come up to the surface. I'm going to turn the back burner on and I'm going to leave it on high. I'm going to let it come to a boil. After it comes to a boil, I'm going to simmer it for about 40 minutes. Then I'll add the carrot juice at the end, and I have my potassium broth. So that's one of the items on the list. The other item on the list, one of the biggest items on the list, is called kachari. It's a mix of rice, beans, a couple vegetables, and lots of spices, some of which I have never heard before. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and use my cast iron pot with some ghee inside of it. And for those of you who don't know what ghee is, it's a clarified butter. So you can get it at an Indian food store, health food store, and this is what it looks like. So I've already put my ghee inside, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this on to high heat. I'm going to let it get really hot. And the purpose of this is so that when I put my spices in, they become aromatic, full of flavor, and then I can go ahead and add the rest of the dish. So the first spices that I'm going to go ahead and add to this ghee are cumin, fennel, black mustard seed, and a little bit of something called hing. This is what hing looks like. It smells atrocious. I have never smelled something so foul in my life, and I'm around boys a lot of the time, if you know what I mean. This is disgusting. But it is a flu fighter. It's Gas X, but when it's cooked, it actually loses its smell and has a flavor that's similar to grilled onions. So what else do I have in here? I have the cumin, right? So cumin is great for diabetes. It's great for cataracts and osteoporosis because it's very rich in vitamin A and vitamin C. It has tons of antioxidants. So we have some cumin seeds that are going in. And then, no, we're not using that yet. Then we have the fennel. Fennel is wonderful if you have a colicky baby. You can just make some fennel tea at night. It's great. It comes in seed format as well. And it's actually pretty good in scrambled eggs. And there's also a lot of anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties here as well. Then we have the black mustard seeds. These were hard to find. I went to an Indian market. They had everything. But if you didn't go to an Indian market, you might have a little bit of trouble, and the prices might be a lot higher. Great place to go, Indian market. Lots of spices, low prices. I didn't mean to rhyme, but I did. Okay, so these black mustard seeds, they have like amazing attributes. Brain health, blood flow, anti-cancer, heart disease, you name it. There's tons of research on these. Check out Yoga Danielle's webpage. I'm sure I'll get to mustard seeds eventually. The trick to these, usually, if you're not going to be cooking them the way I am, is to actually let them sit in some cold water for for about 10 minutes. At 10 minutes, they reach full flavor, and then you have to stop the process by adding some vinegar. If you don't stop the process, they'll begin to lose their flavor. So I'm going to go ahead and add this mixture into my heated up ghee for about 1 to 2 minutes. The trick here is not to let it burn, so I'm going to be coming back to stir it every couple of seconds. Now, I have no idea what this detox is going to be like. I'm supposed to eat the kachari 3 times a day, the potassium soup 3 times a day, and then I'm also going to be mixing in a tea, which I'll come back and enjoy with you later. To aid in my kachari digestion, I was told to make a chutney. I made this earlier in the day. It kind of looks like pesto. I don't know if you can see, but it's got like a greenish color. It has a really refreshing taste. What I put in here was a whole bunch of cilantro. I put in about half a cup of lemon juice, a little bit less maybe, same amount of purified water. Once again, I used my Brita. And then I added about a 1/4 cup of dried coconut. Comes in shavings, it's unsweetened. Then I also added about 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger. My ginger's right here. I like to peel it, chop it up. The bigger the piece, you get some nice freshness on the inside. It's not as dry. I really enjoy that. Ooh, I don't know if you guys can hear this. The seeds are popping away. It's already starting to smell absolutely delicious in the kitchen. So back to the chutney. We already said cilantro, lemon, water, ginger, coconut, and then just a little bit of raw honey, salt and pepper in the blender, blend it up. 1, 2, 3. This was simple to make. So I'll save that for later. So another minute or so on the spices that are gaining their flavor inside of this ghee. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer the spices in the ghee into my larger pot. And I'm going to go ahead and add the turmeric, the mung beans, and the rice. So I have turmeric right here. This is so great. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. And if I'm not, I apologize, and I would love corrective criticism. But I do know that it aids with pain, circulation. This is used so often in other cultures. We really need to start using it in our culture. It actually reduces wrinkles. There are studies that show that if it's consumed on a regular basis, that it can help with wrinkles. People even use it in their creams in different countries. It's great in everything and anything, but don't get it on your clothes because it will stain. So I'm going to go ahead and... Hey guys, sorry, I know I lost you about 20 minutes ago or so, but I lost you right as I was adding all of my spices that have been cooking in the ghee into this big pot. After I added these spices, I added the turmeric, and then I went ahead and I added the mung beans, and I added the rice. And I just wanted to let you guys know what the mung beans looked like when I purchased them from the store. So, these are mung beans. They're really cute. They're like these little green guys, and I bought them in a ginormous bag. So I added these, and I also added some basmati rice. Both of them had been rinsed and then sitting in some water. So that went in the pot. So did that seaweed-like stuff, and I just added my carrots as we speak. And in about 10 minutes, I'll finish up by adding my green beans and my zucchini. But I don't know if you guys can tell, it actually smells really good. I didn't think it was going to smell good. And it's got this yellowish color, and the seaweed looks great. And Buddha, my dog on the floor, definitely wants some. He's not getting any. But I just want to touch base with you guys, let you know that I finished it up. Everything's in the pot cooking. It's going to be done in another 10 minutes. My potassium broth is almost finished. And I'll be up at 5 a.m. having my tea and touching base with you guys and letting you know how the rest of this detox goes. Thanks for joining me. Peace.